Congratulations for looking at the Legacy Builder program. I'm so excited you're here, and I can promise you after this video, you're going to have a clear understanding of exactly what can happen to you being inside of our digital growth community and following the Legacy Builder program. So you might be listening to me right now going, man, Michelle, I just want to make some extra cash. I want to kind of get some pressure off, or maybe you want some of that fun money. Or maybe you're listening to me going, man, I really want to get out of debt, start saving some money. I would love to learn how to make 300 a day, which is 109,000 a year. Or maybe you're listening to me going, I want to go for more of that higher six figures. I would love to learn how to make 600 a day, which is 219,000 a year. And many of you might be more like in the legacy builder mode, and you're like, man, I want to take advantage of what's going on in digital marketing, and please show me how to make 900 a day, which is over $328,000 a year. Would that change your life any? Well, you guys, my name is Michelle O'Neill, and back in September of 2022 is when I discovered this process. And prior to discovering it, I was stressed. I was overwhelmed. I'm a mom of 6 kids. I only have 2 left at home, and time was slipping away. And I have 5 grandchildren. And you guys, time is the most important thing to me. And when I discovered this process, I was like, oh my gosh, if I can just learn how to make 54,000 a year working 2 hours a day, that would change my life. Because inside of the process, you guys, it shows you how to follow a 2-hour workday. I know, crazy, right? But it shows you how you can get your income earning activities done in 2 hours away. But let me share with you why. It's because of systems like this. Because of pages like this, you guys are going to be out there working for you 24/7. This is how I built a global business. It's pages just like this. Awesome. So today, you guys, I want to share with you what the Legacy Builder program is and why the Legacy Builder and what it can do for you. Because that's the most important thing, right? Because I don't think anybody is on here today going, I just want to take more time trying to figure out how to make money from home. So what I want to do is I want to, first of all, kind of show the story behind the Legacy Builder program. And one thing I want to share with you guys, it's not a course. You don't need another course sitting in your computer that you're really excited about, but 3 days later, that energy's gone. Like I call that the treadmill moment, right? You get all excited, and then a few days, the emotion is gone. The exact same thing happens in courses, right? If it didn't, there would be millions and millions of millionaires, right? But because we get unmotivated easy, because we get back into our old habits and patterns, I want to help you understand why the Legacy Builder is a program, because it is an interactive program that not only will show you guys how to make 900 a day, it is literally going to show you how to make that 900 a day in passive income, but it is literally going to show you step by step how to also create a reoccurring income stream. But I'm going to show you how to do that through your email list, because in your journey of making an income online, I want to take you from launch your business to profit in 7 days is the first step, right? And then once we do that, we're going to really start understanding who your perfect customer is. And you're going to have an automated business out there working for you, fully automated from the very moment somebody goes into your system.
Awesome. Timer's set up, ready to go. Here we go. Just get ready. Hey guys, my name's Tim, and I am a dad of 5 kids, and I live out here in California. And I was in the corporate world. My story is probably very different than a lot of people. I literally come from the corporate world. I spent 25 years there, and I was never really home. The best way to describe it when I say I was never home, I always had a cell phone. I was on a laptop. They came into my office after 25 years, and they sat me down and said my role had been eliminated. I don't know about you, but you ever lost a career that you really just you did enjoy it, but there was a lot of things that you didn't like about it, but you showed up anyway and did it because as we're raised, right? We're kids. I had 5 brothers and sisters. Sit down, shut up, and listen as we were raised, right? You do exactly what you're told, not as I do, right? And then we get good grades, go to school, do all that, settle down, marry, have a family, get a home, and have a career, and then retire. Who put in the comments one if you've ever heard that story before, because that's how I lived, that's how I was raised, right? And I did all that, and I never thought my wildest dreams where I was in my career, never thought in my wildest dreams I would have lost my career, because I was an impactful player in that company, massively impactful for the decisions and the direction where that company went. And it's a company that y'all well know, just so you're clear. But here I am. I said, I got laid off, and then I said I went home for 5, 6 months and kind of decompressed. The elephant came off my shoulders. I got to date my wife again. I actually got to know my kids again. It's really funny if you ever lose it and you kind of like decompress from that role. You're like, holy crap, you never realized the weight. That was the one thing. I never realized the weight, the stress, the pressure, how I showed up. I showed up ready. I always say the corporate armor that we put on before we go to work, so we don't have to show a smile. We laugh at people that we wouldn't laugh at normally. We would just say, yes, this is what I need to do. But here's what I realized. After being home, I said I never wanted to go back. I actually flew 4 different in other states from California for interviews to other companies. And the one thing, I get on that plane and get ready to come home, and I go, and these were good companies. I would come home and I go, I just can't do this again. I just can't. I got home. I started to see some things around the home. And I will say something for you. A lot of you guys that are dads out there, you need to be home with your kids. They need you as they need as much as your moms. Their relationships and the things that I talk about nowadays, the gaming, the movies we watch. I'm telling you, this business is way more than just all the money you're going to hear. It is way more than the noise you just heard in my background. But we're at home. We stay at home dads here. Come on, this is the best. I hear a lot more than that normally, and I got to be under my 5 minutes. But here's what I'm going to say to you: we're home. This is what it's about. Stay at home dads. Your kids need you. If there's anything I could ever tell you, you may not know it because that's not how you were raised. They need you more than you can ever possibly imagine. And I will just say this to you: I came across a video just from Michelle here that actually just said you can learn the skills how to make $300 a day. Well, I was at a point where I had started looking for an online business, and I'm like, there was 3 things that I was looking for in an online business. Number one, can I talk to somebody if I ever get stuck? Like, you know how it is. Like, okay, can I talk to somebody? I'm 55 years old at the time. I just needed to know what I could do. It's 56 actually. Can I get help if I need it? They said they had training. So I'm like, okay, they said all these things. Now it's like, okay, I'll do it. So I made a decision, believe it or not, in one night. We were in the hospital. My son had surgery, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, okay, showed my wife, I said, what are you thinking? I said, you know what? I'm going to. But literally, I made a decision on this business in one night, just so you know. Now, as I got into here, I'm going to give you 5 tips that I think are the most important things. And my story, even before the tips I give you, I want you to share something with you. I didn't make any income for the first 3.5 months. Don't get nervous. Oh my God, what am I doing this for? I want to share something with you. I'm about on the verge of hitting $200,000 in less than 13 months. And I made no income for 3.5 months. The key behind that story, though, is these 5 tips. See, one day, and I own that, though. I own that because, see, that moment, the reason I didn't make any income, I never talked to my mentor. I never said a word to her. I, believe it or not, I'm an introvert, a very loud one, but I'm an introvert. And here's the thing about that is I never asked her a question. That's why I tell you, I own that, right? So we own the decisions we make, we own where we're at. And I understood that. So the day I asked, it was July 27th. It's the day that'll always go down in history for me, is we were on a Zoom call. And here's the thing, I did every training, everything. I showed up every day, every training. And then all of a sudden we had questions back and forth. 4 questions later, 3 days later, I started making daily pay 11 days straight. And then in 14 days, I made my first $4,050. Why do I tell you that? Is because there are 5 things I believe you need to be to have a successful online business. Number one, you have to be coachable. When I tell you sit down, shut up and listen, or you won't get hurt, that was what our parents said to us when we're running around like crazy and your kids are driving your parents nuts. Well, we were part of that. Sit down, shut up, listen. Trust me when I tell you, I say that out of love and kindness. Number 2, this is really important because you have to be consistent every day. You're going to hear something about the common denominator about all these people that are actually doing the 6 figures. They're very consistent. There's not a problem that gets in the way where they don't show up for the people, because you're not doing this business for yourself. You're doing it for other people just like you, trying to get out of whatever or add on to whatever better life you want to have. Be clear on that. So number 3, which I think is the most important tip I could ever give anybody, the greatest tip I can possibly give you, is to be authentic. I am me. There's only one unique person about me. I tell people my golfing stories. I tell people my struggles. I'm okay with that because I am human. I am like anybody else. I just did and made better, different choices. Not necessarily better, different choices. I chose to show up. I chose to be coachable because I am not giving anybody back my time. To think of one thing, I gave 25 years of my life to someone else, and now they can come into your office and go, "We don't need you anymore. Thank you for your time, and thank you. Have a good day." But number 4, so I said coachable. Number 1, being consistent with the right message. 3, be yourself. It is so cool. There's something refreshing about not having to put a costume on, put armor on, any of that, and just be yourself, talking about, hey, because I realize not everybody's going to see what I see. They're not going to purchase. Not every person that comes on there is going to do it, but there's a lot of people that do. And I said number 4 is have patience and grace. Because I knew for 3.5 months, I had patience and I had grace on myself. And number 5, we're going to talk about heavily is your mindset. I am not the person that started on March 8th of 2023. I am not the same person that I am today. So if there's anything, I will leave it on this final note. You're at a place where there's a bunch of people. I did a mentoring call for my community. I was on there for 4.5 hours answering questions. Because the leadership and the example that Michelle's given us, we're here for you to be successful. It's just a choice. Whether you do it or you don't, it's your choice. It's going to be okay. But there are people out here on this call today that are sick and tired of being sick and tired of where they're at. I just want you to know there's people like myself, Michelle, and you're going to meet a bunch of other people that are willing to do a training and give of their time so you're successful. We know this works. See, we don't have a doubt. We have no problem. We're here for you. We will guide you along your way, and just get in here as fast as you can, because I'm telling you, it is absolutely life-changing. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, the change. Thanks.
What was number 5?
Mindset.
There you go. Somebody asked what number 5 was. So.
Oh, no worries. Mindset, all about the head.
Yeah, there you guys go. Awesome. Thank you, Tim. And I'm so proud of your success. And you said what, you're just a little bit shy of 200,000 in 13 months?
Yeah, I'll hit it this month.
I'm so happy that I knocked fear in the face and I said yes to this amazing opportunity. So my name is Allison and I'm a special needs mom who cannot work out of the house. When I was on TikTok, I saw a live video that was talking about a 2-hour workday and learning how to make daily pay. And I said, oh my God, I need to try this. And I am so happy that I did, because I am literally not even 2.5 months in. I made $13,000 as a complete newbie. And I stink at technology. So I was so scared that I was going to need technology. I did not. So I'm just saying it has been such a dream come true. This community that we have got added into is absolute gold. Everybody wants everybody to win, and it's nothing like I've ever seen before. So I'm just so happy that I said yes to this, that I'm learning absolutely all the skills that I need. And I know when I look back at this a year from now, I'm going to be a part of that $1 million club. So it's amazing. Very, very amazing. I'm so happy I said yes.
You know, the opportunity presented itself for me while I was traveling, still busy. I said, you know what, let me go ahead and lock in my spot, right? Literally, before I even got my website back, I had persons waiting on me ready to get started, right? So in my first week, I'll say it's less than a week, maybe in about 6 days apart, I was able to generate $1,200 using this blueprint, all right? Fast forward, because, you know, times have changed so much. Less than 2 weeks in the company, you know, picking up my momentum, and about my 3rd week, I literally generated almost $3,000 in 1 day. Now listen. and I'm blown away by this. You know, I'm having fun. It's not overpowering. I get to do this when I want to put in the effort to go the extra mile, and it's absolutely amazing. You know, the community, love being a part of the community. So many amazing people, the great teaching, the support. If you are on the fence, borrow my belief, all right? Borrow my belief, and you say yes to this. amazing opportunity. All right.
So got everybody in the room. We're going to get started. And today you guys are going to literally get your recipe to a 10K month of May. So far, community, if you are listening, we'll let you know, but we might need some of you to go on YouTube because it looks like we're going to max out this room. So I think I need to get a hold of Zoom and make it bigger than 1,000. What a good problem to have, right? Hold on a second. All right, I had to get my box of cake mix because, you know, we're going to give you the recipe for success, just like a cake mix, you guys. You're going to get a really clear understanding because you know you can go buy a cake mix, right? And it can work. And this recipe I'm going to give you tonight can work as well. So super excited to have everybody on. I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. We do have a bunch still trying to get in. And again, Nathan, if you can just put my YouTube channel in the community because it looks like we're going to cap out. So how exciting. I absolutely love to see so many people ready to take action, take control of their life and their goals and dreams. Now, something I do need to do is I need to put captions on. Hold on a second. Perfect. Okay, so I've added captions. Somebody had asked me to add captions, so that should help for many people as well. I'm going to get recording, you guys, and we're going to get rocking and rolling here. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. Let me get recording here. All right. So welcome. Let me go ahead and share my screen, you guys, and we are going to dive into the information and a little bit about how this is going to work. You guys, I'm literally going to break down your 10K recipe, how you can make 10K in May. You're literally going to get the step-by-step guides today, exactly how to achieve that. And at the very end, I will open up for any questions that anyone has. That is the goal tonight, for you to get a clear understanding of exactly what it takes for you, my friend, to make 10K in May. So you are here because you are ready to learn how to make passive daily pay income online, but you just don't know where to start. And you want the recipe for 10K in May. So look, Heather, you guys, her first full month, you guys, she made $9,900. She's been searching for 10 years for a way to make real money online. And look at this, Andrea, in April, she made $14,576 with this process that I'm sharing with you, okay? So if they can do it, you can do it. Look, she's already made $1,200 today. Because today's May 1st, right? So if they can do it, you can do it. You guys, and I can understand if you're like, how are these numbers possible? Because I felt the same way back in 2022. I was struggling. I was disappointed in myself. I wasn't making the income I thought I could make around my family. And then I discovered these steps, you guys, and I went from making zero online to $1 million in 17 months. And I'm going to break down this recipe with you guys tonight because today my family and I get to travel and do the things we've always dreamed of. So all I'm going to say to you guys right now is I want you to dream big. Matter of fact, what I want you to do real quick, while we still got other people getting on, I want you to put in the chat, if you've had a $2,700 day. Awesome, Matthew. So I want you to put in the chat if you could make, or when you make 10K in May, how is that going to impact your family? Can you please put that in the chat? I would absolutely love to know. If you can make 10K in May, could you please put that in the chat? Freedom. Awesome. Relief, credit card debt, payoff. Yeah, this is what can happen because you guys realize when you have the recipe to make 10K in May, that means you can make 10K again in June and 10K in July. That doesn't have to stop with just this month because you can just complete to rinse and repeat these steps over and over again, okay? So let me ask you that. How would it feel, right, to have not only 10K, but do that part-time with a passive income stream? And look at this, Tamara, you guys, in 48 hours, she made $5,300 and she made $13,000 for the month of April. And you have Michelle, she hit 8,200 for the month of April. And she finished yesterday with a $1,500 day. So yep, 10K in May is on deck for her. And Leslie, she had a 3,800 day on Friday, a $2,700 day on Sunday, and she did 2,100 in April. So I'm not sharing with you that this could happen. No, this is happening on a monthly basis inside my community. And that, my friends, is passive income. And this is what you're going to learn about tonight. Passive income is an income that requires little to no labor to produce and to maintain. So tonight I'm going to break down the 6 ingredients to a 10K in May. Now, something I want to really touch base before I go over these ingredients with you real quick. And this is this. We've all been to the store and bought a cake mix, right? You don't buy the cake mix and think, I mean, it could work. It could come out. No, you buy the cake mix and you know, if you follow the ingredients and the directions on here, you're going to have a really good cake. And so I want you to think about this. You do not buy a cake mix and pushing it around in the shopping cart, wondering if it could work. You know it will work. So I'm tonight going to give you your 10K recipe for success. So I just want you to remember that. So you might want to take some notes, you guys, because you're literally going to have exactly what you need to do in May. Step 1, you have to commit. No different than with the cake mix. You can't open it up and then and get the eggs on the counter and the butter on the counter and the water out. You can't dump the mix in the bowl, but you have to commit to finishing it, right? Once you finish it, you can get the results. So step 1, in May, I want you guys to commit to going for 10K in May. What else do you have to do in your life? Because imagine how rewarding it will be to make 10K in May. So step 2, promote product or programs that are in high demand. Now, this recipe for success that I'm giving you, you guys, it's not going to work if you're trying to sell a cassette tape or something that people actually do not want. So why I recommend promoting digital programs, because it's the fastest growing trending industry out there. Plus, the amount of money you can make in this industry because of the amount of profit you can make. So you make 100% profit. Now, I just want to give you an example of that. My number 1 selling product is $900. So let's say you are an affiliate marketer or a network marketer and you make about 25% profit. Well, this process I'm sharing with you, this ingredients to a 10K in May, you make 100% profit. So that means you get 1 customer and you're putting $900 in your pocket. If you were only making 25%, you only put $225 in your pocket. Now, some of you might be going, oh, but you know what? I don't think I'm passionate about selling a digital product. I think I really just want to sell this lip gloss because I really, really love it. So you sell 1 lip gloss, you guys, you make $900 or you make $9. What makes more sense to you? 1 customer to make $900, 1 customer to make $225, or 1 customer to make $9? Put it in the chat. What makes more sense to you? Because if you're working the same amount of hours, doesn't it make sense to make 100% profit? Now, 12 customers in May is $10,800. So holy cow, you guys, all you need is 12 customers in May and you can literally make 10K. And I'm going to share with you in the next ingredients how that's going to happen. But if you were making only 25% profit, you would need to get 45 customers to make 10,000. Okay, what makes more sense? 12 customers or 45 customers? But look at this. If you were promoting a lip gloss and you wanted to make 10,000 this month with a lip gloss, you would need 1,112 customers. But let me add another layer and put this really into perspective. 45 customers at 25%, you're making 10,000. 45 customers at 100%, you're making $40,000. But oh my, 1,112 customers times 900, you're making your first $1 million. Or would you rather make 10,000 and sell 1,000 lip glosses? You guys, this is important because the only way you make money online is if you promote something. So this is a page that you should screenshot, because why wouldn't you want to launch a business and learn how to have a successful business and make 100% profit. To me, it's definitely a no-brainer, right? And so the second reason why I recommend promoting a digital product is because it's daily pay directly into your bank account. Like if you're an affiliate or network marketer for another company, sometimes you got to wait to get paid. With this, when you promote your own digital products or have the access to promote digital products, you or programs, you get immediate money into your bank account. And you get to sell something that truly helps people. I get it. A lip gloss can help a mom feel sexy for an hour. But promoting something where they can learn a new skill can completely transform their life and transform even their entire family's life. So this is a very important step. I feel like this step is if you don't add the ingredients, right? And the ingredients, like if I didn't add this to the cake, I'm not going to have a very good cake. I don't think just having eggs and butter and water would make a good cake. You need the whole ingredients. And this, my friends, is a huge part of that. Now, step 3, automate your business. Now, this is where we're starting to add the ingredients, right? Now, this is where you have your life back and your time back. Because many of you right now listening to me, I get it. You already have a full-time job. So you're trying to figure out how you can even manage adding more time. And by the way, I'm going to share with you a 2-hour working process on this today, okay? That's what you're going to be covered. But here is an automated system. These pages would literally be out there working for you 24/7. On average, 1 out of 20 people buy. By the way, this is pre-built and given to you. I will show you how to build a business to 6 figures with this system and it not costing you a dime. But so your goal would be to get 10 people a day to put their email in. Because if 1 out of 20 are buying from you, that would be a customer every other day, and that's a 10K in May. Screenshot this page. This is huge. This is how you do that. We just focus on making sure you get 10 people a day to put an email in. And again, that's through step 4, getting your business discovered. You guys, you can use a method called the copy and paste free ads method, where you can actually post classified ads and attract people. You guys, I used this method when I was growing my business, and not only did it build my email list, it also did get me customers, but it built my YouTube channel, because in the free ad I posted, I put in a video in there as well. So now I'm monetized on YouTube. The other method, just a minute, somebody was doodling on the screen. I don't know how I can shut that off. If anybody can show me how to shut that off, would be awesome. But it's distracting, so let me get it off real quick. I don't know. I will put that on my note to figure that out for the next one. Anyway, so we can show you how to build a business by baseless content, where you don't even got to talk on video and or even be on video. It's called your invisible empire. We actually give you this 71-page PDF, and I give you a training to go with it. And so you have the ability to have that as well. And then also use social media. Social media is a powerful way to be able to build your business. You guys, I was sharing with you a minute ago, right, that there is, okay, can you see me? I'm sorry. It was somebody's doodling again. Social media is the other way we get our business discovered. There's 4.8 billion people on social media alone. If you use social media, you can attract your customers to you. And again, all you need is 12 customers to make 10K in May. Do the math on that. 4.8 billion people, and all you need is 10. Okay, and we will show you how to become a magnet on social media. The next is you got to become relatable with your content. Now, I just shared with you a cool part about social media is there's 4.8 billion people, but the other part is, how do you stand out? How do you stop the scroll? So what you need to do is you need to know who your perfect customer is. You need to use the stop the scroll hooks, and you need to do what's called a CTA, which is a call to action. And this allows customers to get back inside your automated system. Okay. Step 6, you get a customer. That's it. Now I want to explain what I just shared with you. Because if you already got a product to promote, you're good. Your automated system is set up and given to you. All you got to focus on is creating content and stopping the scroll of your customers. And then after that, a new customer comes in. What you're going to learn. Well, how you get started, you guys, when you purchase the Legacy Builder program, you immediately get access to your Legacy Builder program. But inside of that, you get access to 4 income streams. And right here, this Launchpad sells for $100. This Passive Daily Pay Blueprint sells for $300. This Digital Mastery for $600, and the Legacy Builder for $900. So you literally have the ability to start selling these products at any time. And when somebody buys one of them, you make 100% profit. If you sold one a day, that's $1,900 a day. So that is what I absolutely loved. I'm like, wait, so I can learn and earn at the exact same time. Yes. So while you're learning these skills, you have the ability to be earning an income as well. You guys, it was the most brilliant thing I'd ever heard. And the fact that we can make 100% profit. Now, also, when you enroll today, you're going to get these additional bonuses. Of course, our digital growth community, which is priceless. You're going to love it and meet the most amazing people. You're going to get a Canva crash course that helps you be able to create your content using Canva. You're going to get my 1 million in 17 months step-by-step blueprint that is going to be launching this coming week. You guys are going to absolutely love it. You're also going to get the 30-day market strategy growth plan. So I'm telling you guys, if you are brand new and you have no following, you have no skills, you'll want to follow this 30-day growth marketing strategy plan. You will absolutely love your results. This plan is exactly what I did, how I went from brand new on TikTok. I made 7,000 my first month and 14,000 my second month. I made 21,000 on the TikTok platform before I even had 1,000 followers. Okay, so you're going to learn that and how to start your own online business with MRR, which is Master Resale Rights. You're going to learn that. And you're going to get 200 digital product ideas, because once you're inside the program and you start learning how to market, learning how to build an email list, you might want to launch your own product, service, or community. You're also going to get the mindset, message, and marketing to your first $1 million, exactly what it takes. And you're going to get that Your Invisible Empire Faceless marketing training as well. So if you don't want to talk on video, you can get that. Okay. And you get all of that and all 4 income streams, you guys, for only $900. And get back with the person that introduced you to this, because many of us do offer payment plans. So you can get back with that. But you guys, just one of each of these products a day, you're making $1,900 a day. You literally get your hands on $1,900 worth of product, plus all the bonuses for only $900. Now, if that's not your goal, if you're not looking to make, oh, by the way, that gives you a strategy, a blueprint inside of it to show you how to make $900 a day, which is $328,000 a year. It also shows you how to make a reoccurring income stream. You have reoccurring bills. Why not a reoccurring income stream? It also shows you how to add multiple other income streams as well. So this not is just one way to make money. This is just how we start, by building that solid foundation. But if that's not your goal, we also have the Digital Mastery that has a 600 daily pay blueprint inside of it. And you will get access to 3 income streams, the 100, 300, and the 600. And then we also have the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, which is a $300 blueprint inside of it, which is $109,000 a year. You can still make some good money with that as well. You get the income streams on $100 and a $300 product. And then we have our Launchpad, which is $100, you guys. Inside of all of these products, you're going to learn how to launch a business. You're going to learn how to go to launch to profit with your online business. You're going to learn how to build that passive income. Okay, so these are the products. We have our 900, 600, 300, and 100. And you get to pick the one that's best for your goals and dreams. And that's the way to get started. So what I want to do real quick before I open up for questions is I want to pass it over to Jeffrey, and he is going to share with you guys as well. Jeffrey, you should be able to unmute. And by the way, the person that introduced you, they have sent you an email. Scroll down to the bottom and there's a PS inside the email where you can get started. If you get started in the program tonight, please put it in the chat. We want to celebrate with you. We want to recognize you, so let us know in the chat. So Jeffrey, you should be able to unmute.
I am, thanks.
Mhm.
Look, folks, I'm 67 years old. I have a wife, 4 kids, 12 grandchildren, 10. We found out last week, 11, and we found out later this week that our 11th great granddaughter is a girl due in September. So I have 10 grandchildren. They're all boys except 7 girls. But what I want to tell you is you're never too old to do this. I'm 67. We have people 80, 84. We have people that are 18, 19, and everybody in between. Look quickly around the screen at everybody that's here. That shows you that anybody, I don't care what your situation is, everybody can do this successfully. We have people from all over the world, all different types of lives, all different situations, and they're still being successful. I've been a realtor. I used to say I started at 20. I actually didn't realize it. This month starts my 48th year. I actually started in real estate at 19 because this is the start. This month is my 48th year. And I made a lot of money over the years, and I made not a lot of money over the years because it does this. And I won't go into all the times I've been broke, but I can tell you I have been. And when I saw this, I had about little over 2.5 years ago, we lost an income in the family due to health reasons. I started working in a big warehouse. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you have a pretty good idea. We're talking 19 acres, 885,000 square feet, 7.5-minute walk at a brisk pace, and a pair of steel-toed boots across the concrete. I walked 13 to 16 miles in a 10-hour shift. The problem was I was an hour each way. 10 hours meant I was gone from the home 12 hours. 5 hours meant I was gone 7 hours. What happened was I saw Michelle, my mentor, who popped up and said, "Hey, make this amount of money with a 2-hour day." And I went, that can't be right. She must put too many zeros on the end of that. I watched her for about a week, saw some other people, and said, man, I'm all in. The reason I did that is I was working 70 to 80 hours a week. I still found time to put the 2-hour workday with your income earning activity in the nooks and crannies of my day. 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 45 minutes, an hour. You know, as realtors, sometimes we take 2-hour lunches. I didn't do that. I figured it was time well spent to do it. And you know why? The 14 hours a week that I work replaced the income of the 35 to 40-hour week second job that I had had. That didn't include gas. That didn't include the 2-hour drive to and from. That was just the 35 to 40 hours a week, plus everything else on top of that. Because of this business, I made that. I get a little emotional about this, but the one thing that I didn't know at the time that I quit my second job was right about the time that I learned that I was going to have to be a caretaker for my wife. Good Lord was watching out for me. And I can tell you, the 12 hours I was gone is over. The 7 hours that I'm gone is over. I am here for her. We have good days and we have not so good days. But you know what? It's for better or worse. And that's why this business means so much to me. Not only am I making great money, we have fantastic friends. Let me tell you this. The people, I'm what Michelle calls an OG. I've been around a while. And let me tell you, I have more people in this community ask me about my wife on a regular basis and how things are going than people I've worked with in real estate for 15 years. If they see my face, they may ask me a question. They don't. 200 people in a warehouse, multiple nights a week. 50 of those people, 10, 15 feet apart, work with. One person. After I've now been away there 5 weeks. This last Saturday was 5 weeks that I have not had to go to that job. I had one guy who I'd worked with for 2 years as my supervisor reach out and say, hey, we're still praying for your wife. How are things going? You're really missed. Out of 200 people and 50 pretty intimately that I worked with, I get more than that just from the people in this community on an ongoing basis. I tell people that this community will restore your faith in humanity because the people that are in here care. They want to celebrate you. They don't care if you're making more money than they are. They don't care that you made money more quickly than they did. Everybody celebrates everybody else and brings everybody else along. You know, I tell people there's 15,000 people plus that are standing beside you and behind you. Not one single person, because you make 100%, not one single person is standing in front of you as some of the other businesses we've talked about going, what's in it for me? I'm your upline. I'm your, sideways, whatever. Not one person. This community will absolutely change your life. The people in here, the opportunities, Michelle hasn't told you, but she is continuing to release additional training. If she released everything she has in her brain right now, it would be like trying to drink out of a fire hose. What happens is she lets us do it a little at a time. And to give you an idea, a few weeks ago, we have training in here for how to find your perfect customer. It's different for all of us. 4.8 million people on the planet that are in social media. If only 1% of those people want to make a change in their life, that's 48 million people. There's 15,000 people here. We haven't even talked to the 1%. I mean, that's the incredible part. And there's more than enough for everybody to have more than enough. That's the thing. We don't step on each other's toes because we all have different clients and customers. We all have different stories that attract people different ways. But she gives it to us bit by bit so that we can understand it, implement it, and then move on next week and learn something new. To tell you what this woman stands for, we went in to do a Find Your Perfect Customer. It's supposed to be 2 hours. She was there for 5 hours. 5 hours. Not making a dime from anything she's doing because it's part of the community. Yes, she was still making money in her business because she is still involved in her business. But she sat there for 5 hours to make sure that everybody that was on that call got their questions answered and understood what they needed to do. That tells you everything you need to know right there. So I always tell people, do yourself a favor. Get back with the person that sent you here. Get with them and get off the fence, for God's sakes. You know, if you've been scrolling for 6 weeks or 6 months, how much money have you made? Probably none. Get off the fence, go back. It doesn't take anything at all to be able to get the free information and look at it. What if you spend 2 or 3 minutes and decide it's not for you? You unsubscribe, move on down the road. But what if it's exactly what you've been praying for? What if it's exactly what you've been wishing for and hoping for? What if it's that? And you didn't take the time to look. God bless. You all stay safe. Have a great evening. And thank you for being on here tonight.
Thank you so much for sharing, Jeffrey. Love it. Love it. And I love the fact that you're home now. So good. So good. Life-changing. That's what it's about. Money is just the byproduct to get us to the places and the people that we need to be at and with. So absolutely love that.